morning. How are you doing? Welcome to Education 3000. We're here for our masterclass for today. We're in a series of 25 classes for co-creating education. So, Naomi, welcome.
Hello,
Naomi Paymal,
everyone.
the founder of
Welcome.
Pre 3000.
And
Yes. And now, today, we're going to have a very interesting program with Noemi. And we're going to be talking about the IAAG brain in thymus.
yes, indeed,
And
it's a
Noemi is going to
beautiful
tell us.
program.
Yes. But first, let's say hi to everyone and invite them to join all of these pages that we have. We have Facebook page, we have the YouTube page, and every class is going to be recorded there for you to review it.
Let
So,
me see.
Noemi, do you want to add something about our interesting class for today?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yes, there we go.
I put the website too, and don't forget on YouTube, it's called as well Education 3000 in different languages. And don't forget to subscribe and all these things, like to put like and hit the bell. Thank you. And all the programs, the previous program, yes, we are number 8 now, 8th class.
Yes.
Oh my God, we are cruising. It's a series of 25 classes, and the previous classes are on this YouTube channel.
Yes.
And
So,
we are with Giovanna. We are from the matter class too, and we are number 8. Wonderful. Yeah, today is very important because we are touching a very special subject. Meaning, we talked a lot. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, we talked a lot about the brain and how it works and neuroscience. But now we have to talk about something called EAAG brain. Let me see if I can
yes.
type it for you.
And it's the actually the connection that the brain has with both hemispheres. But I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You're gonna see the video, and we're gonna be talking about it later. If you have some questions or you have some comments, please free to just
Put your comments here. Questions, if you see it afterwards, you can always put your comments in YouTube, in Facebook. We want to know what you do for education, where you are from, your dream and action to change the world. Put your comments
yes.
here. I'm going to write now your comments
And
here.
even if you're not here right now, later on, you just can contact us and send all your comments and your questions about any of the subjects that are being here. So, with that
So
said,
I'm sure everybody wants to know what's EAAG, brain.
yes,
It's more than the brain. A means amplified. So we are talking about the bigger brain because the brain is connected with the heart, action, and the huge electromagnetic field. And it has to be grounded. That's why we have A for amplified, A for activated. It can't be dormant. Do you know we have more than 90% of our brain and DNA dormant? Dormant meaning not active. No. We have to activate at the other A, and G, grounded. Feet on earth, on the soil. We are on earth. If not, it's too much energy if you activate all that. Okay, that's the whole story for today. Do you want to see further video and then we see the comments?
Yes, that will be great. We will have some other subjects as the thymus too, but let's see the video and then we'll comment more about it.
Wonderful. And you tell me if there is some sound this time, please. Okay, let's go to the video.
Okay, let's do that.
back to Education 3000, to our online classes. And I am Noemi Paimal, the founder of Education with 3 O's, 3000. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Naomi. How are you?
All okay, and you?
I'm good, thanks. Hi, everyone watching at home. I'm David Fegan, the International English Program Coordinator here at Education 3000. This is our 8th video today in our Level 1 series, Co-Recreating Education. Naomi, what are we going to talk about in this video?
We are going to talk about the brain, but a different approach of the brain. The brain is much more than this part, and it has to be integrated, activated, amplified, and grounded. And it's called the IAAG brain.
So integrated. What was the next one?
Amplified,
Amplified,
bigger,
active,
activated,
and
active,
grounded.
and grounded. We need to have our feet on the ground and well anchored, I would say.
Nice.
Let's
Stable.
see the slides. I guess you can see the screen.
Yep, nice and clear. So the IAAG brain and the thymus.
Yeah, the thymus is very important too, and we will see why. Thymus gland, we're talking about the gland here, behind this bone, sternum
It's here?
bone. It's in the middle,
It's here,
right
right?
here. That's why when you say, I am Noemi, you just point to you, to the thymus. This is the center of the chest. So here we are, integrated, amplified, activated, grounded. And but we should start with the beginning. How can we integrate the entire brain? The first things we have to do is integrate or harmonize or make sure we have both hemispheres of the brain connected and activated at the same level, meaning to have the integration of the left hemisphere of the brain and the right hemisphere of the brain. Because before, the education was only left hemisphere oriented, and that was not good. That was not the best way to learn, and the disaster, it's not a disaster, but the results were poor, I will say that. So I love this chart because it's about the processing speed bits by second. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. So we can see the left hemisphere, its processing speed is 2,000 bits per second, as opposed to the right hemisphere, which is 1 to 10 million bits per second. So there's quite a big difference there, Naomi.
It's
in the
huge.
processing speed.
It's huge. And that's why some kids are so fast and they understand so fast. Like the old education and my generation, we are still at the speed of the left hemisphere. But what we want to reach is the speed of the right hemisphere, and the two of them together. It's not like the left hemisphere is bad. We need the logic, we need the processing of, logical approach and put things in order. But at the same time, balance with the right hemisphere. When we have both, according to Rob Williams and Emilio Carrillo is from Spain, we can reach, according to them, the amazing amount of 40 million bits per second. And that, to my opinion, it will be the new education. We will reach this speed. We really underestimate the capacity of the brain and the capacity of the children of today's. And of course, tomorrow we'll see maybe more things happening. Great, huh? It's extremely
awesome.
fast. So the two author, and we will see that in level 2, we can refer to Dr. Shishida Shida from Japan and Dr. Glenn Doman. They are the first one who really emphasize the importance of the right hemisphere of the brain. And it's extremely fast. The class I saw with them, especially Dr. Shishida, is 1 second per image or per words or per idea. Like if you are an English teacher, so it will be like 3 flower seeds at this speed with an image. If you go slower, you go back to the left hemisphere and you have this capacity to capture an information in a half a second or 1 second. And there's not enough, the two brains. We have to integrate the three of them. The triune brains, neocortex at the middle limbic system and behind the reptilian complex. Let's say if you are afraid or there is no food, you can go to the limbic system. If there is no affection, you can go to the neocortex. So we need to have the three of them attended at school, at home, in a society. I mean, at all levels.
And Naomi, the reptilian complex, can you remind our viewers what we use that for?
So it's everything with survival. So have food, have water, have a roof, and be safe. You won't be hit, for instance. Living system is to be safe, but emotionally. Nobody's going to shout at you or humiliate you. And neocortex, that the thinking process and making project and execution, and it's beautiful. But we need the three of them. And we can't jump to neocortex. I mean, we have to attend the three of them.
So sorry to interrupt you. They're called the triune brains, right? Is that the correct pronunciation?
It's called the triune brain. And then it's not enough. We have to integrate some more. And this is called the integration of the entire brain, which is close. Remember the video we had or we made about synesthetic brain?
Yeah,
remember Daniel Tammet and all that?
Exactly, yeah.
Please review our previous videos. This is a beautiful context when the neocortex is more integrated. It's not like everything is cut into pieces. This part is to hear, this part is to read, this part is to see in the back. It's much more like a barrido, like the process of the brain will go all together, like very fast, like scanning, but very fast. And this is something we have to integrate too, because it helps to a much faster learning process, a long-term memory, and a huge creativity. I mean, another approach of math and languages and basically all the topics. So this is a wonderful idea to investigate this kind of brain.
And at the bottom, we can see that the synesthetic brain can see music and hear color, right? And I remember in the video that we looked at of Daniel Tammet, he described pi as like this beautiful landscape. That's how we remembered all of the numbers. So again, to our viewers, like Naomi said, all of these videos you can check out. This is number 8 in our level 1 series. But yeah, we discussed this earlier on in the series if you want to check it out. And of course, all the resources below in the description on our website, Facebook.
Plus, David, we have to integrate the glands, like the pineal gland here. Behind we have the pituitary gland, thalamus, I think. And the other one, hypothalamus.
The hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus, which is very important too, because it's like criteria, and we need that as well. And basically, everything. You know, before it was like to cut everything into parts, and now we want to integrate everything and unite again the human being as a whole. Okay, this is for integration. This is I, so we can move on. Oh, one more to integrate. Not only the brain is connected to the heart and to the gut. So it's called another 3 brain. It's not a triune brain. And this is definitely, we have neuron and we have synapses and we have this brain structure inside the heart and inside the gut. And now it's completely proved.
And we can see they're looking at the visual, the head brain, logic and intellect, the heart brain, emotions and dreams, and the gut brain, it's instinct and intuition. So that's all connected there.
Correct. And maybe at the end of the story, they will find a brain in the whole body and on the skin too. But for now, that's what we have. And that leads us to go out of the brain. And now the must, beside the gut, is at least connect to the heart, because it's one set. The heart and the brain is connected by the sympathetic and parasympathetic system. This is the picture we can see here, and these are completely connected. And the heart is sending signal to the brain more than the brain sending signal to the heart. That the heart has a very important role.
And it says here, Naomi, that the heart's brain, it's linked to the hands. What does that mean, or how is it linked to the hands?
Oh, when you connect the brain and the heart, you can feel and see, and your vision of the word and of the situation is more accurate. So automatically you want to end up with action. Let's say your brain is saying, 52.26% of the trees are cut down every so and so hours. But the heart is feeling pain for the trees and is feeling that it's not correct for the ecology of the world. So automatically, the heart is going to say, we are going to do something at that hand. So it was a big mistake to disconnect here the brain to the heart, because it was not only inhibit emotion, but inhibit actions. And that's not correct. That makes sense, right, Dave?
It makes sense, yeah.
Okay, great.
The last part, in what cases would they disconnect the brain from the heart?
The whole education, when it was based on fear and shouting and humiliation and competition, I mean, so much stress, it was a disconnection process. And now we are reversing that. So that's why I love what we do. And thank you, Dave, for helping with these videos.
It's my pleasure. I'm learning so much as well. Seeing all of the connections. We're going to see a video now, right?
Sorry?
We're going to watch, what's this video that we're going to see?
We have a small video to illustrate our point. It's from Heart Math Institute. It's a beautiful institute. Actually, we are working with them. We have a covenant, and they're in California, and they demonstrate the importance of the heart. I think they have like 25 years of studies. And this one is in Spanish and English. And let's see. It's extremely important.
So now we move to the third. Is there anything you wanted to discuss about the video before we move on to the third point in the IAAG?
Maybe the fetus. Did you remember the in the fetus development, the baby in the womb? What do we have first developed? The heart or the brain?
The heart, right?
The heart. So how can the brain give all the have all the decision and everything if at the beginning it was not even existing? The heart gave order to the brain to exist. It's reverse. This is amazing. And decision making. If you are in tune, heart and brain, if your emotions are balanced, you have much better, you make much better decisions. Your criteria is more clear. You are not, I mean, it's a bunch of benefits. We have a bunch of benefits.
So the third one, so the IAAG brain, the second A is activated, right?
Yeah. So when we have the connection with the heart, it will create, and we all have a beautiful electromagnetic field. But the thing with the heart is bigger, stronger, and more active. That's why it's called activated. And this field can be big. I mean, on the video, they say several feet, like 7, I think. But we saw cases of 50 meters. I don't know in feet, like 100 and something.
And that's in your own studies that Education 3000 have done, right?
Yes, because there is a machine to calculate that, to measure. And this is amazing. And we saw it in small children and babies. The electromagnetic field of them is bigger than the adult. So can you imagine they need an education that can handle so much energy and this field? So
the machine is something that captures like electromagnetic waves or something like that you used in the study?
Yes. It will calculate for you the magnetic field.
Nice.
And that's the explanation why from electricity we have a magnetic field. And this is why the human being is a biomagnetical and electric field. Do you want to take care of that?
Yeah, so all living cells have an electric charge of 70 to 90 millivolts, all living cells. Secondly, the range of our biomagnetic field as humans is between 9 to 10 nanoteslas and 10 to 15 nanoteslas. Finally, all electric load in motion creates a magnetic field. On Earth, the main generator is the nucleus, and in our body, the heart's beat.
The heart beats. Why? Imagine all our cells, they have the electric charge, right? But this is static. By having the heart pumping, it will turn this electric field into an electromagnetic field. And that's why you can have this beautiful torus we have here and this beautiful shape generated by the heart. This is extremely important. So when the heart is shrinking or it doesn't feel good, it can't create such a big one. It will be a small one when you are sick or afraid. This is what we want. We want a beautiful, big, active, healthy electromagnetic field. We are not only matter and cells. And this beautiful chart, can you see the ratio?
Yeah, so we can see if we look at the electric field, for one, let's say, unit for the brain, the heart has between 80 to 100 times more, Naomi.
And what about the magnetic field?
Again, 1 unit in the brain, 5,000 times more in the heart. So what's the significance?
5,000 times. That means really the power of the human being, it's in the heart. And this is from Greg Braden and Robin McCarthy, this HeartMath Institute, the same research. And look at that. If we go back to the toroid, this one, where is the activation? In the brain or in the heart?
It's in the heart, right?
In the heart. So this confirms the power of the heart. It's not a joke or it's not trendy. Oh, now everything is emotional and heart. It's physical. It's a physical law. And I love this chart. In the website, you have videos. You can type HeartMath Institute, and they explain extensively all the research. And of course, if you have this huge magnetic field, it can be like whooping, tumbling.
So it can unbalance you. Maybe you can sort
Yeah,
of be like falling all
yeah,
over the
like
place if you're not grounded, right? Which is our
yeah.
fourth point.
How do you call this game? Like uh, when it's spinning like this, you spin this little game.
I imagine a lot of people might know it as different things. Like a spinning top is probably
Yeah,
the.
yeah. So at the end it will wobble and it will fall down. This is what happened to us when we don't have we don't take care of this energy. And that means we have to ground it. We have to anchor it. We have to have really our feet on the soil, on the ground. If not, and especially for children and young people, they will fly all over the place, but not be here, now and here. And this is very important. Like play with clay, have a garden, walk without shoes, make sure the connection with the earth is done. Not only computer and theory, see? Be physically anchored and then emotionally anchored and all that. So this is a small summary. This is done by Dr. Gracie Rodriguez from Venezuela, and she coined the term multi-center brain. Can you see? Is it
Yep.
moving on your screen? It should move. Yes. You see the two brains connected, right and left hemisphere.
Uh-huh.
The pineal gland is more activated and all the brain is more activated and together nicely. And then we go with the heart is connected completely. The heart gets more activated. We have more electromagnetic field, and then we have this connection to the ground, to the earth. This is the integral education we look for, we really want. And this is a triple connection because you are grounded to the earth, you are at least también as well, también, sorry, as well connected to all the ideas and all those fields like morphic fields, and we can see that later. And at the same time, through the heart, you are connected to your peers and to the other person and nature. See, it's a triple connection. Thanks to the heart. I mean, even the physical heart pumping here. Oh, we have to talk about the thymus as well, right? As we saw at the beginning, it's here. See, so say sometimes people, they do some little tapping here, and it will activate more this part. With children, I do tell them, and we activate all this part. This is fun. Why? Look at that. What happened with the thymus?
So the thymus produces defense cells. It is sensitive to words, thoughts, gestures, images, colors, tastes, sounds, and touch. It perceives feelings of love, gratitude, and positive thoughts. Hate and negative feelings affect it more than viruses and bacteria. Certainty feeling. What do we mean by certainty? It's that feeling of when you're sure
It's
about
like
something,
when children
right?
say, how do you know that? And they will say, I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the certainty from the thymus.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that in many children. They are very sure of themselves.
And the final point there is it's related to breastfeeding as well.
Yeah, obviously. Mm-hmm. And this is linked to the Pygmalion effect we saw in the last video. Remember, because as you say, the thymus is sensitive to words, thoughts, mind you. Oh, I didn't say it. I just thought it was stupid. The thymus has like a little sensor. See, like a radar. And yeah, it can capture that according to the research. I can't explain exactly how it works. Taste, sounds, and touch. That's why the importance as well of your baby. You give it a massage, caressing, when the culture permit that. It's very important. And you remember Aristotle?
Aristotle's quite famous, right? So this quote, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. This is not new information, Naomi, but it's still very important.
It's not new. It's not new. More than 2 millennium.
2000.
Century before Christ. Can you imagine? And now it's like, oh my God, like emotional intelligence, oh, connection, Heart Math Institute said so. It's a fact we knew for a long time. And it's finally, it feels so good to reconnect with that. Finally. Because then, can you imagine? It will be a society with more empathy, more taking care of all the different reality. It will change many things.
And here we have, so the 7-petal school we mentioned before, and we're going to do a lot of videos later in the series. So here we've got the 7-petal school proposal, and we're focusing on the 3rd petal, Naomi. Why?
Yeah, it was so important that we decided to have one petal or pedagogical area, one sector, only on social issues, emotional intelligence issues, peace culture, multicultural approach, and languages, as well as a tool for peace culture, because it had to be in the curricula. It's not something you do on Saturday when you have nothing to do. No, it has to be part of the entire curriculum or syllabus. And this, we call it the pink petal, and the 3rd petal in our proposal.
And we're going to look at those, like I said, in a lot more detail, each of the petals in some of the later videos.
Yeah, and many tools and what to do, definitely.
For now, though, for our viewers, you can check us out on YouTube, our website, Facebook, or get in contact with us via email. All of these as well are below in the description. You can just click on them or copy and paste them for more resources, to talk to us, whatever you want.
And thank you so much. Thank you for changing education all around the world and changing ourselves as well.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you very much, Naomi. Again, a very interesting video, a lot of great information. What are we going to talk about in our next video, number 9?
It's called Ines.
What do you mean by Ines or Ines?
We are talking about all the nice neurotransmitters of education for a pleasant education, mind you, for a fun education and integral education. So we will see some more about neuroscience, but applied to everything new.
And
so we call it Ines because like dopamine, serotonin, it's all in.
All right, Naomi. Well, we'll be talking more about the ins in the next video.
I like that, the ins. It's very in to talk about the ins. Okay, see you next time.
Thanks, Naomi. Thanks, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
See you later. Thank you. Wow, a lot of information. I love to listen to myself, not because it's me, please, but I like when somebody reminds me.
Yes.
Wow, this is so important.
Yes. You know, I have found that we have more brains than we knew, isn't it? Like the brain the heart brain, the gut brain. So amazing, amazing, Nanny.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like I never knew also that we had this time was so important for us.
Yes, we do.
Are
We
you
do.
is it a good transmission? Can you listen to me?
I can hear you clearly. Go ahead. It's perfect.
Okay. Okay, that's good. You know that's what I'm amazed of this information, and also how important is for us to have a healthy connection between our brain, our heart, and also guts, and all have all integrated and grounded. Could you explain a little more about that grounding connection?
Yeah, we saw that with so many children. They have a lot of energy, don't they?
Yes,
They
they
are
do.
bright. They have ideas. They can do many things at the same time. They have criteria. They can feel things. Some of them are really empathic, intuitive child or children. But with all our modern life and screen and blah blah blah, sometimes it's hard to ground, meaning like to be stable at all level. So physical level to be on earth. That's why we recommend any exercise with soil, gardening, walking without shoes, be connected with nature to balance this. It's like you have an extraordinary power here in your head. You go to the heart, you are very emotion. But then we have to
Yes,
go
emotive.
down to the feet. So physically, emotionally grounded too, feel secure, and as well to recognize your history, ancestors, DNA is part of the grounding. It's called grounding with the ancestors, and you feel good about that too, and you know your own identity. So that's what we recommend. That a good parent and good teacher, maybe if we have one priority to make sure they are grounded or anchor. In English, I think the right word is grounded,
Uh-huh.
to
Yes.
have this beautiful, it's like you can picture like this, to have these beautiful roots down to earth, roots up to your ancestors, root in your emotions. Yeah, stability. What we want is stability. So they have a better, I mean, they are, how do you say, and us too, we have like a more balanced way of life, and we
Yes.
don't go to extreme, especially emotional extreme, from great sadness to great euphoric. How do you say euphoric? Like very, very, very happy
Yes. Like
kind of
excited.
mood. Uh-huh.
Excited.
And
Yes.
it feels good because then you can handle any kind of situation. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to shout. You don't have to be to extreme sadness. No. Some children. Giovanna. I had a class with teenagers, young people, and they all have their sleeves like that, all the way
Uh-huh.
down, both of them like this. You know why?
Why? We do
It
not.
wasn't cold.
I
It's
don't have any.
because we couldn't see all the slashes. They were cutting their skin.
Oh my goodness.
That was so
Oh,
sad. Hmm.
yes.
So
That's
please, we
important.
have to be very aware of that. It's not a joke. And we have to attend the emotional intelligence, the heart, and the action. That's the way, because with action, you reconnect with your mission, who you are useful. And that's the way we can help so many children and young people and help themselves too. I mean, among them.
Yes.
It's a very sad reality and it's a very urgent situation. Hmm.
I know.
Please
Oh
share
my
this
God.
video, please, please,
Yes.
please, as fast as you can.
Yes.
I can
Share
help
the
somebody
video.
online.
All this information is great. It's like we need to know all of this, and it's very important for us to share all this information, because we will have great tools to teach our kids, to accompany them through all the phases that are going through, and also learn this great information. I didn't know about the very well about the thymus. I just knew that when you sometimes they tell you who are you then touching your I am in your heart,
Yeah.
and that just it sounded very interesting because you keep touching your thymus. So would you
Yes,
explain that
yes,
more? It's interesting for me what is happening with that gland. Yes.
yes. Uh-huh. Let's say hi to Haida from Lebanon.
Oh,
Hi.
hey.
Los extraño. It means we miss you. We miss you too. See you soon. And
See
take
you.
care and light to Lebanon. And I know they have beautiful teams and they are changing education. They are doing a seven petal school, so they are making the contact and they want to do summer camps and really change this beautiful society for peace, for a beautiful peace culture. So thank you,
Yes.
Aida, to be with us all the time. And I say hi to all the team in Lebanon.
Thank
Great.
you, Ada, and everyone. Yes, you can share your comments and you can say hi to us as well, and ask any questions.
And
Go
share.
and yes, yes. So Noemi,
And
we were talking
let's
about
go
the
back to
time.
the thymus. This famous gland
Yes,
here. I am Noemi. So I will say I am Noemi. I won't never say I am Noemi and touch my nose. No.
yes,
When I think I can touch my frontal lobe, maybe, and my third eye. But when I say I am Noemi, it's here because here is like I would say the dwelling of your essence, of your soul, or whatever. But it's here and it's center. This called as well center heart. The heart is here on the left side, but energetically it's here. So it's very important to have this spot. You can do small tapping. You can do it together right now if you want. Small tapping will be like gentle
yes, yes.
tapping here. And then another way is to sing. So
Uh-huh.
we activate from the mouth, the throat, and the
Uh-huh.
thymus.
The
And
throat.
there's so
Oh,
many
good.
beautiful tools, and with the children, they love it. Remember, we are jumping to the next
Yes,
homo, meaning we are going through a major switch or change or quantum leap as a humanity. My formation of my background is anthropology. I am an anthropologist. So we are very
yes,
eager to see the next evolution as a human being. And it's quite fast. So we can see it in the children. And something we have to be aware of and to accompany with ease and joy because it's a nice jump for humanity. We are getting
yes,
maybe to the next homo. So be aware of that.
yes,
And there's a change. It's not the problem of education. It's not the problem of the children is the opportunity to change education, to change ourselves, to change the future, to change the society. So if you see as an opportunity,
yes.
my God, this is beautiful.
Yes, and do it all together. And that's the main thing. That's the important of all of these movement because we're doing all together. We're co-creating. We want to listen from you. We want to hear all of your ideas, and you can share with us. You can share and also take advantage of these 25 classes, master classes that we're having. We today we were at the eighth one, so next class we will have a very interesting subject too,
Can you
isn't
see
it?
the a
Yes,
little bit
it is
big? Number nine. What about, is it big
very.
enough? Like this?
Yes, perfect.
Ines. It's in to
Uh-huh.
talk about Ines or INS, neurotransmitters. What are we going to talk about and when?
It's going to be next Friday. It's going to be June 4th, 2021. So don't miss it. Don't miss that one. It's going to be we're going to be complementing all of this information for the brain and see what are the INES neurotransmitters.
And by the way, all the neurotransmitters, they are key factors into education. We need the pleasant one, the one when you learn faster, you have fun, creativity, long-term memory. So this is a fundamental class, number 9. So we wait for you. I don't know how
Yes.
to get out of
Yes.
this picture. Can you? This is funny. Oh, you can see me now.
You're out. Yes, I can see you already. That's fine. We're here again, and we're saying thank you. Thanks to everyone that is watching us. Thanks to everyone that is commenting. And don't forget to share all these classes because they are so important for our future education,
And if
for
the
our
time is
kids,
not
for
so convenient, you can see us after that. How do you say when it's delayed? It will be on YouTube.
yes,
We will do it
yes.
afterwards.
Every Friday at 3 p.m. UK, 9 a.m. USA, Pacific Coast, and 2100 Bangladesh. So don't forget about it. We're going to be waiting for you.
You take
So,
care. Have a very nice week. And let's co create this beautiful new education with consciousness, peace, joy, protagonism, and let's blossom, all
love.
of us, the adults, the children, the
Yeah.
young people, the babies, and have a beautiful new society on earth. Thank you.
Thank you and see you next Friday.